George and Jenny Sodder were Italian immigrants, raising 10 children in a large two-story home just outside Fayetteville. George ran a successful trucking business, and by all accounts, the Sodders were well respected in their community. But George was outspoken, especially against Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. In a small town with a strong Italian immigrant population, this earned him enemies. On Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodders family celebrated together. As midnight approached, some of the children went to bed, while a few stayed up to play with the toys they had received as gifts. At around 12:30 a.m., the house phone rang. Jenny Sodder answered. On the other end, a woman's voice asked for someone Jenny didn't know. Laughter and clicking glasses echoed in the background before the caller abruptly hung up. Jenny went back to bed, but within minutes, she was awakened again, this time by the sound of something hitting the roof, then rolling up. At 1:30 a.m., smoke filled the house. Flames quickly engulfed the wooden frame. George and Jenny and 4 of their children escaped, but 5 children were trapped upstairs, or so it seemed. George tried desperately to reach them. He ran for the ladder he always kept against the house, but it was missing. He tried to start his coal trucks to climb the roof, but neither would start. Phone line had been cut. Within 45 minutes, the Sodder's home was nothing but a pile of glowing embers, and still no sign of the 5 children. When the fire department finally arrived at 8 a.m., they sifted through the ashes, but there were no bodies. The fire chief claimed that children had been cremated completely, but experts later argued wood fires simply do not burn hot enough to destroy bones. Even household appliances survived the blaze, yet no single trace of the children. What happened to the children, and where did they disappear? Then the strange reports began to surface. A woman claimed she saw the children watching the fire from a passing car. Another said she saw them at a motel the next morning. And still another insisted she saw them in Charleston with adults who refused to let them speak. The mystery sparked endless theories. Theory 1. They died in the fire. The official version claims the blaze consumed them entirely, but the missing ladder, the disabled trucks, and the cut phone line point to something more evil. Theory 2. Kidnapping. Some believe the children were abducted that night. Witness reports place them alive in cars motels, even faraway states. Theory 3: Revenge. Weeks earlier, an insurance agent threatened George Sodder, warning his house would go up in smoke and his children would be destroyed if he continued criticizing Mussolini. Was this fire an act of revenge? Refusing to accept the official story, the Sodders launched their own investigation. They hired private detectives, followed every lead, and even put up a giant billboard on Route 16 with photos of their children and the haunting question: what was their fate? For decades, that billboard loomed over the highway, a constant reminder that the case was far from closed. Jenny Sodder wore black for the rest of her life, mourning children she believed were still alive. The case remains one of America's most enduring mysteries. Were the Sodder children victims of a tragic fire, or pawns in a much darker plot? Nearly 8 years, and the truth remains lost in smoke and shadow. What do you think happened to the Sodder children? Let me know your theory in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep and haunting unsolved mysteries.